So today on NC Treasure Hunters, we're going to be crushing some rock. Today's video is going to be all about extracting gold and gold sulfides out of the ore. We've got Dad here with us today. He's going to be helping me run this operation. These are a pile of samples we've got from an old mine shaft where they had a jaw crusher themselves and a 3-stamp stamp mill. Here's some of the ore. Man, that is some juicy looking stuff. You can see all the sulfides and all the pyrites. I mean, that's some good looking stuff there. We've got some bags of material that we've already crushed up, and we've labeled them from where each sample comes from to not cross-contaminate each sample, so we can get as accurate as we possibly can on each run. We've got the good old cobra crusher. I know, it's way too small for this operation, but you got to start somewhere. Dad can be running some ore in the jaw, and I can be crushing some ore up in the chain mill, and we're going to be running all that, panning it out, sucking up all the sulfides with the snuffer bottles, taking the skillet and the roaster, roasting the sulfides, trying to extract it, doing a cold shock, bringing all the yellow gold back to life. And let's see how much gold we get today.
And put your safety devices on, boys and girls.
Safety Sam is on it.
The life of a gold miner. Always tightening his nuts.
We're just putting the bracing onto this. I got this yesterday. It's the cobra crusher. So we've got the jaw crusher that can turn the big rock into small rock. Now we need something to turn the small rock into dust. To extract all, well, liberate all the gold or sulfide gold from the ore.
Another expensive doodad.
Yeah, all of them.
Everything in gold mining is an expensive doodad.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all don't get steel. There's a whole pile of buzzers flying around. They're gonna stop in a minute. Check them things out.
I told you to take a shower this morning.
Good and tight, we ready to rip.
So basically what we're doing now is we've got our sample bags, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna scoop from the crush pile into the classifier. This classifier gets all your rock out and all your dust falls through it. That's what we're capturing right now, is the rock. So I can crush the rock up into a powder, and then we can get all of it crushed up to where we can release all of the gold and gold sulfides in it.
This is good looking stuff right there.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good color in it.
Look at all that juicy stuff. Ooh, that's some good
looking stuff there.
Man, that's some pretty stuff. Red.
Tommy.
Yep. Ooh. Keep thinking I'm gonna look in here and see something with some shiny in it, man. It looks good. Look at that.
That's pyrite.
That's pyrite. Check it out.
So that's
a pretty specimen of a pyrite.
That's some really good pyrite. Matter of fact, I might even save this piece. But this is a pyrite specimen right here. It's still in the matrix. That's really cool. That's fool's gold. That's what all the people, the tourist attractions and all the people that go to the mountains, and you're like, oh, we want to go gem mining and we're gonna go mining, and then you find a piece of this and they're like, oh, we're rich, and no, you're not.
Look at that right there,
that's fool's gold.
It's got I guess they call it a vug.
A vug, yeah.
And gold a lot of times gets in there.
Look at this, so those blacks, this darker material right here is to what I understand, is sulfuric gold. That's what we're crushing up and trying to extract, and it's heavy. I mean, it's heavy. I'll have to pull a scale out and we can actually weigh some of these rocks opposed to other ones that doesn't have this in there, but that's the stuff we're trying to liberate and get out so that we can roast it, get all the sulfuric acid off of it, and then burning it, and then pan it out, and then get all of the cold shocking and get all the gold back out of it. Raw, regular yellow gold.
I can't tell what that is right there, but it's got a shine to it in that crack. Look at that crack.
Yeah, ain't nothing like looking in a crack.
Yep. All right, we ready?
Yeah. Throw it in this hole, G.I. Joe.
I hear you, Nemo.
Okay. So, while I'm pulling this ore out and running it through the chain mill, crushing it up into a powder, this is what we've gotten left. And I'm gonna get Dad to pan this down, and even this bigger rock that's in here, this stuff I'm gonna run through the chain mill again and crush all this stuff up to extract all the gold inside of that, because that's still not small enough. Really, we should be classifying this down to, I don't know, 80 or 100 mesh really, to get all of that coarse rock that did not get crushed up all the way. Matter of fact, what we can do is I can rerun all of this into that chain mill.
You can if you want to.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That way we can get all of we want to get all the sulfuric gold and gold out of it.
So these bigger rocks are actually harder to crush, so we really need to run this bag back through it again.
All right, while I'm
Break time.
Yeah, I hear you, Nanner man. While I'm finishing crushing this pan out, do you want to go ahead and start panning this out and snuffing up all the heavies?
After I eat my banana.
Okay, I hear you, Nanner man.
All right, so I've gotten the material that Ross just, he ground it up pretty good. So we take that material that's pretty much down to almost powder. Then we put it in the pan, and then we, kind of separate it and see what we got in there. A lot of this black stuff in here is what we're looking for. And there's a good possibility there's a bit of gold locked up in there, which we're gonna get out, called roasting. And that was just, I don't know, about 2 cups of material. And we'll put some more in, we'll do it again. So let's suck it up. Do it a couple times. Make sure we get everything, which I think we did. Looks pretty good. And when you squeeze it and the water comes out, the other stuff ain't coming out. There we go.
You only got 275 more buckets to go. No, ideally what we need to do is we need to set up the cube right here and then run all of this through the 4-stack, and then that eliminates all this panning. We're just doing this today for testing to see how much sulfides and if it's actually worth us devoting all this time into it. Of course, we're in it pretty deep anyways, but next time we'll have the gold cube 4-stack up, and we'll run all of these powdered concentrates in through that, and then everything we pull off of that, we'll roast all of that. You ain't done with that shit yet.
Next.
We've got our roaster. We've got our skillet that we're gonna roast all of the sulfides in. Our 2 snuffers of all of the heavies that we got out of crushing all the rock up. We're gonna do a snuffer dump on both. Got all of our concentrates in here. I'm gonna pour off as much of that water that I can. So basically this is what we're left with. This is the concentrates from crushing all that rock up and getting all the heavies out. This is what we're gonna roast up. Now you have to get this at 1500 degrees, so I've got a laser thermometer that I'm gonna keep a check on it with my respirator and far enough away that I'm not breathing in any of these fumes coming off of this, because this is potentially sulfuric acid that we're roasting, and we don't want to breathe this in. It's not healthy to breathe this in, so we're not gonna be close to it. We're gonna roast it over here, ways away from us. We're gonna have all of our PPE on, and I'm imagining around 20 minutes, but we're gonna check it with the thermometer and make sure that we've roasted it all to the correct temperature to release all of this gold. So these roasters like this, cookers, they actually come with a 15-minute timer. All right, now we're gonna get downwind from it, or upwind. We're gonna be upwind from it, and let her cook. That bitch got hot quick. She got hot quick. She about burnt through that. We got it at, I'd say around 850 degrees. I know the ideal temp is around 1500, but with this setup, I just couldn't get it hot enough with the wind that we've got going today. I've got electric furnace coming, and we'll be able to take all of this and then throw it into a crucible, and then hopefully melt all of the unwanted metals into the cupel, and then get all of the 3/9 fine gold out of it into a little button. But this process will show gold, and that's the goal for today. You can already see some of the gold's popping out. See the gold popping out? That's still not bad. There's sulfuric gold in it. You can see it all in there. Since we are going to get a furnace and smelt this down and try to get all of the gold that we can out of it, we are going to take a snuffer and snuffer up all of this black sand, and see the black sand that's in there, that sulfuric gold, it's acting like gold. It's even floating just like gold does. But we're going to take all of this. And it's heavy too. I mean, it sounds just like gold pulling in it. I mean, that's probably 2 grams of gold right there. And that's not even all of it. We're gonna get all of this black stuff, material, heavy material out of it. And once we get our electric furnace, then we can smelt it all down. You'll have to follow us for the next part. See, look, I mean, there's lots of gold in it. Look, see right here? That's gold, that's gold, that's gold. And it's peppered all, look, there's a piece there, there. It's peppered all in this. That's your sulfides that have turned yellow after you roast them. And it's still not getting hot as it needs to be. We need to get it another 600-700 degrees to get it down to where it'll really release and liberate all that gold. And in this area, when you get all the sulfides out, most of the time, all of that heavy material, I'd say about 50 to 60% of that is gold, is sulfuric gold. So once you can get it hot enough to release it, just say half of that right there is turns to gold. I mean, you're probably looking at a 1/2 ounce or better. There's gold all in it still. That visible gold. It's crazy. I mean, it's almost like magic the way that heat releases all that sulfuric gold. And the old timers tell me that's the reason that Georgia almost burnt down in the first gold rush here on the East Coast, is because they had so much sulfuric gold there that the gold miners were just burning down the forest to liberate all that gold and get all the gold out. So Georgia was almost balded by the gold miners back in the day. Cool. Too cool for school. But not geology school. Oh. There she is. So we had a pretty good day today. We got a lot of rock crushed, we got a lot of rock pulverized. The good old Cobra crusher, it did pretty good today. Obviously, we're gonna have to find something better that as it falls over. It's just tired. We worked the fool out of it today. It's saying, give me a break, boss. No, but seriously, if you have another piece of machinery that you know of that will crush up and mill rock, whether it be a chain mill, hammer mill, ball mill, that's affordable, you know, leave a comment. We'd love to hear some input, for feedback from it. We're gonna have to have something bigger than this, obviously.
Hey, it did the job today.
It worked for today, and it's gonna get us out the woods, and it's a good piece of field equipment. I have to give a shout out to them, because it is a good piece of field equipment where you can go on site if you don't have access to put your jaw crusher in, or a ball mill or something like that, that you can take that out, crush it, and take it to the creek, pan it out, see if there's gold in your ore. But it's just not going to be feasible enough for us to run this on a bigger scale. So if you've got any ideas or something that you like, that runs better than something like this with a lot more rock, leave us a comment.